Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create an email blast advertising our events. First thing you'll see on our Mailchimp page is going to be the different campaigns that we already have running. So you can see that this one is scheduled, an email blast advertising our event. It's a morning of reminder. You can see that we have a thank you email that goes out anytime that they register for our events. We also have a thank you email that goes out when they join our DFW Mid-Cities RIA webpage. So there's that. I want to create a new campaign. However, I actually already have created a pretty good template to advertise out. So let me go to templates. And you can see right here, I do have a review IHS services that I will send out periodically so that they can leave us Google reviews for our Illuminating Home Solutions business. But that doesn't have to be done every day, maybe once a month, send that one out. But back down here, so we have DFW Mid-Cities RIA at Fox and Hound, date 6 p.m. So I really, really like this template. You can see other templates that I use for other stuff as well. But this is going to be the main one that we focus on, as well as the review IHS services. So let me go ahead and create campaign using this template. Okay, so let's add a recipient. We're going to add DFW Mid-Cities RIA, all subscribers. We're not going to check off personalized. Let's save that. From DFW Mid-Cities RIA, info@dfwmidcitiesria.com. That is correct. The subject, let's give it a nice subject. All right, so for the subject, I'm going to repeat one that we used before. So subject, DFW Mid-Cities RIA, copy, paste, DFW Mid-Cities RIA at Fox and Hound, except for it's not going to be tonight. It's going to be June 18th at 6 p.m. Okay, and then the preview text, I would put, just like how here the preview text learn how to structure your business from a tax standpoint, whatever our June content is, that is what I'm going to put right here. So, example, learn how to analyze a deal. All right, so learn how to analyze a deal. If that's going to be the next one. So let me hit save. And then for content, this content is catered to another event. So I actually want to edit this design and cater it to this month's event. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do that is I can simply click on these different fields in order to change my information. I'm going to keep most of this, just a reminder right here. It'll pop up over here. I need to change the date on this. So this is going to be June 18th. 18th for free education and networking. Okay, and then I need to change this photo. So I'm going to replace it. And let me upload a picture. I don't have the event ready for this just yet, but let me just select a random photo for the moment. All right, so I would select that, insert, From here, I actually do have the option to fix the size difference because you can see that it's different. It says let's fix that. Fixed. Save. Give it a second to think. There it goes. So that's the way that you'll actually fix those, make them the same. Down here, you can see we have this information here. I would actually delete this photo and replace it with another photo that's more appropriate. And then I would obviously change this content right here with the content that I have used on Facebook and on my web page. So they all need to be pretty much the same. Scrolling down on the register button, this register information is going to take us to the event that was associated with this one. I need to make sure that this is going to direct us to the right event. So the way that I would do that is DFW Mid-Cities RIA /events. And I would go down to our June event, which I actually have started that, so I could plug some stuff in if I wanted to. Copy. Paste. So that way they will go directly to this web page. So I'm going to save that. This information would need to be edited. I'm just going to make a note of edit this. Save. All right, so all of these links are already correct. That's why I like using my templates, because these are going to go to our web pages like they should, and our YouTube page. This information down here will transfer over nicely. Everything looks good. Let's just say I don't like the colors or the way that this is laid out. The way that I'm going to fix that is I need to close my editing boxes. So I'll hit save and close. And then you can see right here I have the option to kind of change what the format is right here. I can also change the design of stuff. So the page, I can change the colors. The pre-header, I can change what that looks like, and so on. So I'm able to edit the overall format of everything, not just the content within. So pretty cool. Comments, we're going to ignore that. So if I want to work on the actual content, I click in these fields. If I don't want to work in this content, I want to work on the format and colors, I just save, and then I go to this main page of content and design. All right, so I have this done for right now. Save and close. All right, so once all of this is done, I like to send a test email, and I can send that to admin@ihscapital.com. Send test. That way I can see what this looks like. I want to make sure everything is 100% correct. Links are linking to what they're supposed to. There's no typos that I can tell, and you might even go as far as having these approved by Samuel prior to pushing these out. So once he starts approving them frequently, then you can probably go solo, but in the meantime, maybe have him check them out until he says they look consistently good. All right, so you can see that's been sent. I'm going to hit OK. Let me go over to my email, and it should pop up here in a minute. There it is. Click on that. So we can see that this is going to go to the correct location. You can find that in the bottom down here. It'll show you that right here where these links are going to. So that will go to the right place. This is going to go to our web page. Those are just photos. I'll have to change all this content. The register is going to go to the right place. How to analyze a deal, I can see that. These links are live. And this information has the right address on it. So everything looks really good. That's why I like using templates. All right, so the other thing that I would do is I would actually set this up to be pushed out to Facebook. And that's going to be our DFW Mid-Cities RIA page. And And right here, I'd probably just say, join us, or don't forget. I would put a little message in here, don't forget, join us. Be sure to register now, something along those lines. So it is going to make us have a message. Join us, register now. Save message. And edit post, let me see. I could actually add an image as well. So I could leave it as just the link, or I could do whatever image that I wanted to. So let me insert this one. Okay, save message. I can do the same thing with Instagram, push this out to Instagram. Let me see. Register now. Okay, and then for an image, do the same thing. Whenever I'm sending out reminders towards the end, I'll change it to just a reminder, but for the initial one, I'll usually have a photo that's tied to the event go in there. We've got that. Why is it? Oh, select a profile. There we go. Okay, so everything looks good here. And then I've got my campaign link right here, and it does make sense. Boxing Down June 18th, 6 p.m. I could edit that if I wanted to. But everything looks good. So this is ready to push through. So once I've done that, then I can schedule it to go out on the correct date, which in this case would be the day after our event. So tomorrow's our event. So I would actually schedule this to go out on May 22nd. However, I'm not going to do this at the time because this needs to be edited. So we will finish this later. Okay, so once I have this created, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replicate it. Whenever I've replicated it, the only thing that I need to change is the subject line. So let me go in here. I'm going to hit replicate. It's still going to the same people. The subject line, however, I might want to change to next week or tomorrow based on how soon we're coming up to it. And then from here, everything else looks the same. Then down here, that's when I might put a reminder photo instead of the main photo. And then I would schedule that to go out once a week. So the first one would be for, let me just pull up the calendar. The first one would be for the 22nd. That's going to be the initial one. And then I would do it every Tuesday up until the event. So the next one would go out on the 28th, then the 4th, then the 11th, and then I would send out another one the day of. So that would be the one saying tonight. This one will be saying next Tuesday, and then these will pretty much look the same as what they look like right now. It's because I want these to go out once a week. All right, and then I would edit the name to match accordingly. So it would still be DFW Cement Cities RIA, second mail out, third mail out, 2 weeks out, 1 week out, night of mail out. So however you want to identify that. Finish later. And then you'll see these pop up in here. I actually don't want this, so let me select that, delete, delete. All right, so that is going to be how you create the event campaigns.